Hey everyone, it's Michelle Alexandria coming at you with my first video of the brand new year. That's pretty insane when you think about it. It's been like a good solid 3 months, maybe 4 months since I last made a video. And why haven't I made a video, you ask? It's because life, people. Life happens. And honestly, I'm not really feeling YouTube all that much. But if you must know, I actually accepted another project. My last project unexpectedly ended, and I got a new project, which required me to move at the last minute. So I've been dealing with moving to a new city, and now I'm in a really expensive apartment that I hate, that also has really horrible internet. So it's been hard for me to actually deal with just basically not having internet for a while, and this is going to be the case until I move out into a regular apartment, probably in July or August. So videos will probably still be a little bit sparse. I'm hoping to get back on track in the next couple of weeks, and I kind of want to talk about the Captain Marvel controversy over the last few weeks, but then I'm glad I didn't have internet because honestly, I'm just so over the fake outrage and the fake internet hate and all that crap. I'm just over it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. So that's the main reason why I didn't do any Captain Marvel uh, videos or stories or anything about that because I just don't. I, I care, but I also don't want to give any of the fake hate any more publicity than it was already getting by talking about it and trashing the haters. That just gives them that. I don't want to feed the trolls, basically. So whenever there's controversy or hate, don't come to this video expecting me to jump on the bandwagon because my motto is I don't want to feed the trolls anymore. I just don't. I don't. I want to do what I like and I want to enjoy it. So if you want to read my Captain Marvel review, go to the website eclipsemagazine.com. I wrote a 1,200 word review of Captain Marvel, and the long and short of it is I absolutely loved it. I mean it had its flaws, but I loved it. Anyway, the point of this video is I want to talk a little bit about CinemaCon. CinemaCon is coming April 1. Starting April 1, I am scheduled to go. I got my hotel. I got my flight. It's all set. Now, the only thing that may stop me is uh, my job, actually. I mean, I already had the time off. I'm just trying to set my schedule and play around with my money to see if it's worthwhile. But CinemaCon, I've been for 5 years. I went 5 years in a row, and I didn't go last year. But it's an event I really love because basically what happens is I fly out to Vegas and I get to hang out with all these A-list celebrities for an entire weekend. I mean, what's not to love? And it's actually one of the cheaper cons you can go to simply because Vegas is cheap. I mean, Vegas is really dirt cheap. And while I make a lot of money, I don't get paid vacation time. So that's the thing that I got to factor in to the cost of this trip is not having vacation pay and missing a week of work. And I make way too much money to afford to miss a week of work, honestly. And that's not me bragging. It's just a simple fact of contracting life. But anyway, let me talk a little bit about CinemaCon. If you didn't know, CinemaCon is basically put on by NATO, the National Association of Theater Owners Group. And what they do is they come together every year and they put on this amazing convention where basically it's a week of presentations where studios come and they show you exclusive footage that you can only see at CinemaCon. And sometimes they show 15, 20 minutes of different things, which is always annoying because I hate watching 20 minutes of a movie and then being expected to sit through that same movie like 4 months later when I've already watched 20 minutes of it. So that kind of drives me nuts. But it's also really cool to see those 20 minutes, but 20 minutes is just a tease. It's just a tease, people. And it's also great because then the stars of the movie are actually there to present the movie. And they have all these various studio presentations and great parties and everything else. So I thought it would be kind of fun to show you guys, give you an inside peek at what it's like to be an entertainment reporter and show you what the schedule looks like So basically, I'm gonna get there Sunday, March 31st on a red eye flight. So basically about 1 a.m. in the morning, and then the trade show opens on the first. And I actually got the super rare pass, the rare admit one pass, which gets me into everything without even having to ask my studio contacts and deal with that rigmarole. I have my studio admit one pass, so I get into everything. It's an all access pass. So that's really pretty darn awesome. So basically, let's go through the schedule real quick. And there's no real quick about it. I don't really want like rushing, as y'all know. So the and the trade show floor is one of the coolest trade show floors you could possibly go to, because it's awesome. You go and it's like this floor on the convention in the convention center. It's not at the convention center, but it's at Caesar's Hotel. Caesar's Hotel, and it's in all the ballrooms, and it's awesome because basically it's and all the food vendors, all the movie theater food vendors are there. So if you think going to Costco or Sam's Club, if you think you're in sample hog heaven, when you go to a Sam's Club or BJ's on the weekend, it has nothing the the NATO CinemaCon trade show floor because it's incredible. You go there and it's every snack, every food, every theater food choice you could think of is there, and because they're trying to sell the theaters, they're trying to sell their food to theaters, and it's pretty amazing the types of food and equipment and stuff that these theaters can actually do. But these theaters have to up their food game, their snack game, um, and they don't do it when you actually see what's available, what's out there. It's pretty darn stunning. And then you see demos like new 3D tech and the 4DX, which I'm going to be honest, the 4DX people love me. They're always trying to get me to go to one of their screenings, but man, that technology drives me nuts. It's okay in like a 2 or 3 minute spurt, but after like 10 minutes, I feel sick, I'm wet, and everything else, and I don't like it at all. So let's go over to the schedule real quick. So if you go here to so again is it's a full week. International Day is Monday, April 1. And again, it starts with the International Day breakfast. I like the little breakfast they have. They also have a golf tournament. It's not a celebrity golf tournament per se, but they have a golf tournament, all day golf tournament that starts at 7:30 a.m. And I've always wanted to go, but I can never get it. I can never get myself together to get out of the get out of my hotel and get to the bus by 7 a.m. on Monday. I can never do it. Always saying this is the year I'm going to do it, and I never do it. But I really want to do it. So basically, it's called the NAC Charity Golf Outing Valley High Golf Club. At the Valley High Golf Club. So and it departs at 6 a.m. I forgot about that. Yeah, so it's nearly impossible for me to do this. But I want to do it one year because I've never been golfing, and it's a chance to go golfing for free. So then the hospitality lounge area is open. And then I don't really care about this stuff. You don't care about the panels that they have about the industry itself. What matters is going to be the pre-opening reception. So what happens is you go over to the theater, the Celine Dion Theater, which is where all the events happen. I think it's now the Lady Gaga Theater or something. I don't know. But it's the theater that Celine Dion built over at Caesars. And for some reason, I want to say Caesars, but it's Caesars. And basically, you get the pre-opening reception. And that's when you wait in the lobby area, you mingle, you have a bunch of, they have water, and they have water, sodas, popcorn, and all your movie theater candies like out there in the open we can grab, and all this other stuff. But this year they're going to have a major opening night screening, but they're not telling us what the screening is. What this screening is may actually decide if I'm going to go to CinemaCon or not, because I really want to know. I'm sort of hoping it's going to be Guardians. I'm hoping it's going to be Avengers Endgame, but I'm also thinking it may be Hobbs, maybe Hobbs and Shaw that's going to open up the show because Universal premiered Fast and Furious 8 when I was there, and that was a surprise premiere that they did, and that was like 4 or 5 months before the movie actually came out. So I would be surprised if it's Hobbs and Shaw that they premiere. But I'm kind of hoping for Endgame. I'm hoping for both. I'm guessing it won't be Shazam because Shazam is actually opening on the 5th anyway, April 5th anyway, and by then every critic there and every studio owner there has probably already seen the movie because they're screening Shazam already to a whole bunch of people, and then they're opening it up to the public next Saturday. So I don't see it being Shazam being opening night gala. But I know I'm almost positive Zach Levi will probably be at the Warner Brothers event, and he actually knows me, so I may actually go to that red carpet just so I can talk to Zach Levi again. Um, and then there's going to be a party at the famous Omnia nightclub, which is always kind of a interesting time. I wish I could go with a bunch of people I know. I mean, I do know people there, so I hang out with them. But it would be awesome if I could go. These parties would be better if I can go with a bunch of people that I actually know on a personal level. But I always have a pretty good time. So Dolby Laboratories is sponsoring a huge dinner reception and party at the Omnia nightclub. They normally have some sort of entertainment at these things, so that's going to be really fun. Day two is when things are really going to start to pop off because you have your continental breakfast, which I always like. Then you start with again more boring presentations on but at 9:15, STS Films is going to do something, and the state of the industry. And so STS Films is doing a presentation where all their stars are going to be in the house and introducing their upcoming films. So this year I want to actually do some research and figure out who else is going to be there because the red carpet will probably be lit. And the problem is, if I do the red carpet, then I can't do the presentation because my feeling, I hate red carpets because they're always messy. They always start late. And then by the time they get down to you, you can only ask one question, maybe two questions. If you're each participant, if you're lucky, it's basically just the excuse to say, hey, you were there and get you a quick shot with the celebrity and all this other stuff. But I don't really get anything out of attending red carpets. I would rather do the presentation. But I do kind of want to do the red carpets this year. So yeah, so you open up with STS Films, and then you got the big dog where the trade show opens. Then you had the big dog, Warner Brothers. And in the past, the Warner Brother event was almost impossible to get into unless you actually did have the Admit One or new people at Warner Brothers because it was always filled up so quickly. So you had to pretty much just have a reserved spot, and everyone at the show would try to get there. And the Coliseum actually seats, I think, like couple of thousand people. So so it's going to be a packed house. They have a special spot, and in the first couple of years, they didn't have a special area for journalists to work. Now they do, and it's up in the rafters, which actually are great seats. But the problem is, if you're up in the working area, then people are on their laptops doing, taking their notes, tweeting, and all that crap, and it's a little distracting. So, but I'll probably be up there live tweeting from all of these events. So make sure you sign up for my Twitter. Because I'll probably be up there talking about all the exclusive footage we're going to see, all the stars that are going to be there. But part of me would rather be downstairs in the back, in the super secret back area for the red carpet, so I could talk to everyone as they enter. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about that yet because I want to do both, but I can't do both. And then there's a great party, another party, a celebrate, and this is kind of a cowboy theme. Celebration, which I don't get, but it's for a movie called Wild Rose with and Jesse Buckley, Neon's favorite country crooner, delivers the film's star-making performance. So I'm assuming he's going to perform and do some stuff. I don't know who that guy is. I'm not into country, but it should be fun. So they're going to have in this Yeah, it's a 90-minute party. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be performing. And then again, there's gonna be another movie, and the fact that they're holding the announcements close to their vest, I think these are going to be two really big movies for Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to be really disappointed if it's Dumbo. I'm just I'm just saying I'm going to be really disappointed if it's Dumbo, but I'm starting to lean in that direction that it's going to be Dumbo or something stupid like that. And then April 3rd, you have breakfast program again. So you see, all my food is pretty much taken care of during the entire week. You're gonna again, and then so on Wednesday, April 3rd, you're gonna have Universal Pictures doing their thing, their upcoming slate. Then you have Walt Disney, and Walt Disney is gonna be huge. I bet you, I'm almost positive they're gonna do Star Wars. They're gonna premiere the Star Wars trailer, or at least the name, and maybe. But they won't talk about Phase 4 yet, because they're going to talk about Phase 4, Marvel Universe Phase 4, after after Endgame comes out. So I wouldn't expect that. But they may talk about Star Wars Episode 9 here, even though Star Wars Celebration is also in April. So maybe they would want to steal thunder from Star Wars Celebration. So the timing is weird, because any other time they would absolutely premiere the Star Wars stuff right here, because they've done it in the past. But with Celebration just a few weeks later, would they? I don't know. But Disney has so much crap. Their presentation is going to be ridiculous. And actually, I think the red carpet would probably be insane. Literally insane. With all the Marvel people, their movie people. Oh my God. The Star Wars people. I may have to. Oh God. I may have to do the Walt Disney red carpet. I may have to do that. And then cinema. What are the chances of cinema giving us some free membership? I'm gonna go to this simply because I want cinema to give me like a free press pass to all the movies, all the movie theaters. So cinema and something called Subgen is doing a special dinner gala again, and then Amazon Studios is giving us a free movie, screening a late night movie with Mindy Kaling and Emma Thompson, who will both be there. So I could actually do that red carpet, maybe, if I wanted to. And then on the 4th, the last night of the week, here's what we have. We're going to have, and are you all still with me? I'm amazed if you are. And on the 4th, we're going to have, the 4th is actually where I do all my interviews, because they had this one thing on the 4th, and it's called, so we're getting another screening. This time, Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron's shot. Both of them would definitely be on hand to do the intro of the movie and talk about the movie and do their little bit. So they would definitely be there. Paramount Pictures is going to have their slate. I don't even know if Paramount Pictures has left. So that's going to be interesting. So you go down, scroll down, and then they have the Big Screen Achievement Award. So basically, this is where I'm going to get a year's worth of coverage in one 3-hour block. And everyone hates me because I'm the one in the press room who always ends up asking all the questions. But I'm like, it's not my fault if you people don't speak up and do your damn jobs. I mean, that's not on me. That is on you. I'm going to get my questions in. I always do a pregnant pause, but if no one's going to jump in, F them. I'm going to jump in and do my own, and ask my 2 or 3 questions and get all the footage I need for basically the entire summer. And this is who's going to be in the press room this year. It's awesome. It's going to be Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know who these people are. Caitlin Dever and Benny Felston. I don't know who Henry Golding is, but then you're going to have Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron, Octavia Spencer, Olivia Wilde, David Harbour. I don't know who that is. And then the cast of Terminator. Yes, going to have Linda Hamilton, Natalie Reyes, and I don't know who the rest of these people are, but Linda Hamilton. Come on, people. And then You're going to have Anthony and Joe Russo. That's right, people. The directors of Avengers is going to be in the house. So I'm really actually hoping to get a lot of these people outside of this event, but that almost never outside of the red carpets. But that almost never happens because I'm just not big enough, apparently. But I'm big enough to be on the red carpets and to go to this. But I know they have a couple of round tables during the course of the week with people with folks from Collider and because Frosty told me. So I know they have round tables with these people during the course of the week, but I'm never invited to those. So this is where I'm going to get a lot of coverage. So look at this list of people. That's pretty darn impressive. And I've never met Kevin Hart before. I've met Jamie Lee Curtis. I've actually interviewed the Russos for about a half hour, for 40 minutes, like a few years ago. And then Linda Hamilton I never met, so I'm really looking forward to that. I've met Seth Rogen, and I think I met Charlize Theron at one point a long time ago when she was doing independent films. So yeah, that is oh, and then the best, and then the after party. The after party, people, is always amazing. So over at the Caesars pool, and I don't know why they call it a pool party when they actually always end up closing down the pool anyway. But it's out by the amazing Caesars pool. They have amazing food, and then they always have an amazing act. And this year's Human Nature, which is a Las Vegas show I've been dying to see for, like 5 or 6 years. I've been dying to see Human Nature because they do a Motown review act, a Motown review style show. And it's going to be amazing because I get to see them at a private party. So there you go. That is CinemaCon, people. And thank you for my long rambling video, but I just wanted to do some video today because I feel like if I don't do a video soon, I probably never will do another YouTube video. And that would be a shame and a crying shame to you people. Not to me, but to you people. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye. And if you like this, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. But don't leave any toxic comment. Just be kind, people. Be kind. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.